Hey everybody, I'm Tom Ross.
I'm Todd Anderson.
You're watching the Verse Series on StarCityGames.com.
All right, so Season 1 Invitational in the books. Well, we're filming this right before that, so we don't know who won yet, but you do, and hopefully it was me. Or Tom. I guess Tom winning would be okay, too.
Yeah, it'd be all right. I might be playing this deck. Who knows?
Yeah, so today we're actually delving into our Devastation preview cards and seeing how they play in existing standard decks. We don't really have, like, I guess, build-around cards. You know, we have, like, some splashy rares, a couple of utility cards like a Braid and Supreme Will, but nothing that I've seen so far that was just like, OMG, here's this new mechanic. Let's see all these commons and uncommons they've made that can kind of build a deck. You know, we don't really have, like, you know, the Whirler Virtuosos and Rogue Refiners and Harness Lightnings yet. We just have, like, I don't know.
Yeah, my deck just gets slightly improved just by a land. I can't even pronounce it. Romanap Ruins, I believe.
Ruminap Ruins?
It's a cycle of deserts. They tap for either colorless mana, or you pay 1 life and tap for a land of that or mana of that color. And there's a cycle of 5. Comes into play untapped and has a sacrifice ability of some kind.
Yeah, well, you can sacrifice any desert, which is important to note if you're playing a deck with a bunch of different deserts. The red one, specifically 2 and 2 red, tap and sacrifice a desert, deal 2 to each opponent. So if you can get your opponent down to a low amount of life, you can kind of use it like a barbarian ring, I guess, which is kind of cool. And the fact that it's basically a dual land for a few more months while Oath of the Gatewatch is still in standard, it's a dual land for colorless Eldrazi. Yeah. So it lets you cast Glorybringer as well as Matter Shaper, Thought-Knot Seer, and Reality Smasher. So that's the deck Tom's going to be playing today, a mono-red Eldrazi deck featuring a few of those new cards. Are you playing a Braid as well?
Yeah, just a Braid. It takes the place of, like, Incendiary Flow. A little bit more utility, just trying it out. Flow might be better, but we'll see after.
Well, I do think it's important for the mono-red Eldrazi deck to be able to beat Heart of Kiran out of the Mardu Vehicles decks. That's something that a lot of red decks have struggled with in the past, is just being able to kill a 4-power creature on turn 2. And Heart of Kiran was a big spotlight on that. And so now that we have a Braid, it's a little bit easier, which is kind of cool. I'm going to be playing a blue-red control deck, kind of centering around Supreme Will and figuring out exactly how good that is. I think the card is just going to change how the deck functions. And we've seen variations of blue-red control for months and months now, ever since Torrential Gearhulk was spoiled initially. And now, you know, it's kind of on the back foot, but I think Supreme Will gives it a play pattern that I really like, because if your opponent doesn't play a spell into your Supreme Will early in the game, you just cast it. For the impulse part of it, find your Gearhulk on turn 6. Your opponent wants to cast a spell, Gearhulk counter it unless they pay 3, or just go get the Supreme Will, look for another Gearhulk. The fact that Censor and Supreme Will both, you know, cycle themselves basically is important for a deck like this, because if you get into a situation where you're really far behind on the battlefield, you can find yourself just stuck with counterspells in hand, you know, like the Essence Scatters, the Negates, the Void Shatters, and these 2 counterspells do a very good job of alleviating a lot of that pressure.
Yeah, I might be the only non-believer in Supreme Will that exists right now. I do like Censor. I like how it costs very cheap mana, but I like cards like Disallow and, I guess, Glimmer Genius more. I know it's like an impulse and like a mana leak, but I don't think it's good at 3 mana, but I'm willing to be proved wrong here.
No, that's fine. I mean, that's the trick with it. You know, people, when they first saw Censor, didn't think it was that great. It took them playing with it a few times to really realize how actually good it was. And I think Supreme Will is going to be the same way, because neither effect is cost efficient on paper. You know, 3 mana to do either of those things is 1 more than it's supposed to be. But that's because you get to pick either. Like Cryptic Command as a counterspell costs 4 mana, you know, like that's a lot to counter a spell, but the other modes make it worthwhile. Cryptic Command a little bit better than Supreme Will.
A little bit better.
A little bit better.
It's just dismissed for same cost.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the match between mono-red Eldrazi and blue-red Control and see who takes it down. All right, Poker Hands, see who goes first?
Yeah. Love Poker Hands.
6, 5, 5. All right, I got a pair of 5. What you got?
3 of a kind. 4.
3 of a kind. That's way better. Weak. All right, so Tom's going to be on the play here for game 1.
A Braid. What we got here? My
Card's not very good against my deck, although it does shatter the Torrential Gearhulk, so maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah, these pre-board games, I'm going to have a pile of removal that I have to replace. But that's kind of what red has access to, a bunch of removal. So, can't really cast any spells except these cards. They don't have any targets. But do have 26 land in my deck, and these are some of the better cards against Todd, I think.
My side, we have a land light opener, only 2 mana, but we have a couple ways to dig and a good bit of interaction. So let's get it going.
Okay. Land, Jacob Ball's in the house. I'll find him. You can take a turn.
Well, I'm gonna need one of those too. Someone get mine ready. Your turn.
Not really much to do with my energy. It's just for Harness Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of smooth out my
Well,
colors.
Aether Hub's also a dual land too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Your turn.
Can't cast that, so I got some trouble. Yay.
That one does not die to traditional removal easily, so I think I'd rather censor that instead of letting it sit around.
Ooh.
It's not that dangerous, but it is a little annoying. All right, let's get an energy and pass turn.
Yeah, this Rune Nap Ruins just came out, so I hadn't had time to really tweak my numbers yet. I think I got too many Color Soldiers not enough for red at the very moment. Well, that's all I'm gonna do for my turn. You can tank a while.
I'm just thinking if I want to censor that or hold it for Thought Knots here or something. I guess I can. I think I'll just let it slide.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna cycle Sweltering Suns. I know it's good against his other 3-drop creature, but I think he may have played those instead. All right. Yeah, your turn. Our hand is like pretty well set up to deal with Hanwar Garrison, so I'm not really afraid of it.
All right, I just hit you.
17.
Of the cards I want to resolve, this one takes my red mana, so I'll just cast.
All right, we'll censor that one.
Oh, good.
We could let it resolve and just Harness Lightning it, but I want to protect my Gearhulk, I think. So we can cycle Illumination here and try to dig for land so that when we find Gearhulk mana, we can just flash it back. But if I draw a land next turn, I kind of just want to cast it. I think it's actually better to cycle it now. 1 mana to draw a card as opposed to 4 mana to draw 2 cards. That's efficiency. Go.
So much goes. Alright, I guess I'll cast the thing.
Alright, 14.
I know you run out of resources first for that. So.
Alright, I'll Void Shatter that.
Eek. So knock it out.
It is exile, yes.
Whatever, I'm done.
How many cards you got in hand?
3 probably.
Right. Go, got nothing. I'm so unlucky.
Can I cast both these? Probably what I want to be doing. I think I want to attack first. So,
alright. Kind of want to be able to counter another Chandra or something, so yeah, that's fine.
Go.
Alright, we'll draw 2 cards and get my dude shattered.
Alright, shatter dude.
My Braid is pretty good in that regard. Well, I'm gonna have to kill that thing, but I guess I can just wait till it's beginning.
1 more mana, I can meld.
Oh yeah, I guess I should just kill it now. Right, pow.
Alright, sure.
You smart. Here you go.
What does that do? What card you got?
It's about 4.
I wonder if I should carry by getting double censored. Guess not. This doesn't look too scary, does it?
Just scatter it.
Okay. I wonder if I want to save this for this. Maybe.
I think I'm going to kill it now that I got a window. Trigger.
Braid. Eek.
Ooh.
Eek.
Well, that's good. It means my next Gearhulk's going to die too, though. You going to cast anything? Done?
I don't want to be done, but yeah, I go. I don't know how. I'm gonna cast this card.
I don't know what it is. Your turn.
Go.
Alright, end turn. Glimmer?
Yeah, it did.
Not quite. Now you're dead. My next Gear Hulk is almost assuredly going to die, so. 5. Go.
Okay, 2 energy, go.
Alright, Glimmer again.
Right.
Yeah, once you get the window where they just stop casting spells, it's really hard for this deck to lose. Alright, draw 2 more. Draw. Supreme Will not looking as good here as it could, but it's still a fine card to impulse, which is why I like it a bunch. Your turn.
Ooh. Do 2 damage to each opponent if I wanted to. Alright, your turn.
Alright. I will cast a Gear Hulk.
Target.
Glimmer of Genius.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, top 2. Keep another Glimmer. Just keep the juices flowing. Untap.
Yeah, go ahead.
Attack.
I'll cast this now. Maybe. I think it'll get countered, but I want to do this later.
Alright.
Shattered. Alright, take off. 15.
I guess I can cast. I can't cast Supreme Will and Glimmer if I play my land tapped, so I'll play an untapped one. Your turn.
Huh. Oh, okay.
What's up?
Red.
Red.
I don't know what I'm tapping for. This.
Sure.
Meld.
I don't think that's gonna work. I can actually let it work and then harness lightning them both away. It only costs me 4 energy. I can kill it now, and I don't think it melds. So I think I'll just let it happen and then harness lightning. It's basically spend 1 energy to Stone Ring him.
It is a 4 toughness creature. Alright. Oh well.
Card is not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be.
Alright, go.
Okay, Glimmer again. Go up to 10. I'll keep Glimmer and the Harness Lightning, I guess. Alright, so you're at 15. So I can hit him for 9 or just hit him for 5.
I think that's. No, I didn't.
Alright, so if I attack, leaves me with 5 open. Potentially 6 open. Alright, whatever. Hit you for 9.
Alright, 6 life.
Your turn.
2. Glorybringer.
Okay.
Cut that.
Alright, kill this.
Alright, I did. Couldn't get him with the ribbons. Alright, here for game 2, I have this 2-lander, but I think I'm most risk of flooding out against them. So I just gotta have to hope, I guess.
Sure. My side, we also have a 2-lander, but we also have 27 lands in our deck, so hopefully we'll draw something.
He's back.
Alright, here you go.
Go.
Right, energy, go.
Alright, 2 lands, that's cool. Bang.
Alright, I'm fine letting that resolve, and then I'll just kill it.
It's dead.
Draw. Hey, we drew a land. Tight. Your turn. Our hand is great.
So we'll keep playing things. What's the best thing? What? Is this the most important thing? Probably.
Alright, counter unless you pay 3.
Alright, go.
Draw. Alright. Specifically why we cast this instead of the other thing. I cycle this and try to hit a land. Missed. Go.
Okay. I wonder if he has negate.
Now I'm going to lose this Chandra real fast. Nope. Dead. Could have not cycled and just sat on 3. I did.
I'm hitting you for 2.
Kind of just forgot about Chandra. Oh well. I'll lose to Chandra.
You.
Now what I'm doing. Nothing? Dead? Alright, tight. Go.
Nothing, dead, tight. Guess I'm just tuning them a bunch. So my hand doesn't do much else. Got set first, just in case. Yeah, sure. Whatever. It's just in the play.
No, I'm thinking.
It's on the stack.
It is on the stack.
Fire off a bunch of these. Do 5 at a time. My Chandra. Find a target.
Oh man. So I can counter this 2 different ways. My plan here is not looking like it's gonna work. So I'm at some point I'm gonna have to chip his Chandra for 4 because I can't get a Gear Hulk down in time to attack it. And we don't have commit to memory in this list because I'm stupid and forgot about it. Harness kills it. I think the 4 damage is not the relevant part. It being a blocker is actually more relevant here. So I guess I'll just let it resolve. And if he attacks, I'll think again. If he doesn't attack, then I'll think again.
I guess I'll bless this. Probably should have done it earlier.
16.
I guess I should have did that first. Just because I hit Warbringer off the top. Alright, whatever. Hitting you.
So I can Glimmer and almost guarantee that I draw a land. I can gamble a little by Harness Lightning it now and then hoping I draw a land. If I was going to harness it, though, I should have just Essence Scattered it. So that was also a mistake, I suppose. Taking so much damage. Should not have cycled that stupid Hieroglyphic Illumination. Live and learn.
Hard deck. My deck's easy. Cast my spell.
Alright, kill it.
Alright, man. You're up.
Alright.
Alright, 2.
Go. Now I'm gonna be dead to a lot of stuff. That's not how that works. You have to play it before you play your land.
I'll play it, whatever. I'll just tap this battlements and give it haste and hit you.
Okay, so you get 2/1/1 attacking soldiers.
Is there any way to tap this better? I guess not.
Alright, take 4, I'm at 12.
Yeah, I don't think there's any better way to tap that. There we go.
Alright, so now he has mana open to Harness Lightning or whatever, so can't really try to attack and kill a Chandra.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, I just thought it would send a turn for some reason. Alright. I can meld next turn. That'd be exciting.
So I can cycle this Supreme Will to look for a land so that I can hit my 6 land drop. Alright, gamble a little. Top 4. Rest going bottom, I believe. Any order, and I'll swelter. Your turn. I'm in a lot of trouble because of that Chandra. I chucked this game super hard on turn 5. Or his turn 5, my turn 4. Oh boy. Alright, you win. I quit.
Alright.
Alright, I'll start here since I'm on the play. Sweltering Suns is pretty good against Handwear Garrison, but not really great against it because I'm tapping out to deal with it. It doesn't really kill all that much out of Tom's deck besides that. So we're going to be trimming those in favor of a Magma Spray, mostly for Matter Shaper. Luckily for me, Tom has Scrap Heap Scrounger in his sideboard, so a second Magma Spray will help a little bit. And then Essence Scatter is just a fine card against his deck. Nothing too special. I don't think I want negates or anything like that. Confiscation Coup is another card that I was considering, but I think that it's just tapping out on my turn is just not very good. A lot of his creatures have haste, so our Planeswalkers are bad. Dragon Master Outcast might be okay, since the game goes pretty long and he's probably boarding out his removal. I'm going to board these in. That sounds way better. All right, yeah, so we're going to board these in and board some stuff out. Your go, Tom.
All right, yeah, I'm just taking out a bunch of removal for some creatures. These Scroungers should be all right as long as they don't get sprayed or void shattered or whatever. These Akum Firebirds are pretty good. 6 mana is kind of a lot, but if the games go long, this way it's going to work out. And of course, all these things just aren't very good. I still have 3 of Braids in my deck, so I'm not like super cold to his creatures. And I also have like some things like a Chandra Minus and Glorybringer and whatnot. So yeah, should be okay against, expected creatures that be sideboarded in.
All right, we're here for game 3. I'm on the play. Looks like we've both mulliganed to 6. This hand is a little mana heavy, but I'm actually more than okay with that in this deck as long as we have some stuff to do. Top card is a spell, and it's a pretty good one, so we'll just keep it.
Yeah, I have at mulligan 6, got a 3-lander. I actually don't know what I want off the top of my deck as long as it's not this. Probably can do without that.
All right, your turn. Well, Highland Lake keeps popping up here.
Yep.
Your turn.
I hope I don't get punished for bottoming a land thing. Go.
That's a little annoying, actually. If we don't censor this now, we're just going to take a ton of damage from it. He is going to be able to get it back later, but hopefully the damage ends up mattering a little more. Go.
If I were to get something countered, what would it be?
This is why I really like stuff like Void Shatter right now. So we have to counter this too, so we're just going to Supreme Will it. But if he didn't counter something right there, being able to cast Supreme Will did feel like it was going to be good. But he's going to be able to get back that Scrap Heap Scrounger now.
If I play this, I might go double spell next turn. If I draw a land, of course I have this. The window's too good. This is his Glimmer turn, so let's slam something.
Counter.
There you go.
All right, we don't have a land to play, and our hand wants stuff to do. So we'll go up to 2 energy. Huh. I don't think this Dragon Master Outcast is dangerously close to being good, but I think I want to bottom it. Our hand, I think, is fine without it. We do need a land, but we didn't draw one. I guess I could just bottom this too, but it's close enough to a land. Your turn.
I need a land as well. Okay, that's a land.
It's a good one.
Guess I'm getting in while the getting's good.
2 energy somewhere.
This card's like pretty difficult to do something to, so.
Okay, 15.
Alright. On the board. Got those ruins for reach. Slam big old things until Todd somehow stumbles. Doesn't take much.
No, I stumbled. Go. I should have just bottomed that first hieroglyphic elimination. It wouldn't have ended up mattering for this turn, but
I don't have a whatchamacallit. Guess that's hitting in.
Alright, I'm at 10.
I play a card where I don't mind it getting killed. You probably call my Smasher though. Play a card I don't mind getting killed.
Scatter it.
Scatters, huh? Alright, go.
I need to draw land real bad right there. I'm about to get hit for 8.
Yep.
Alright, I have to main phase this Glimmer and Pray. Alright. 1 top, 1 bottom. Go. Yep.
Okay.
Alright, dead. Yeah, whenever this deck stumbles on mana drops, like it just opens the window for the opponent to cast some giant thing. Alright, since I keep falling behind when I don't have my land drops, I guess I'll just keep my 5-lander. Might as well.
I do have 26 lands in my deck. I do have a bunch of sideboard cards, which is probably good. Whatever, we'll find out.
Alright, go. What do you think about a green-red Eldrazi deck that also plays energy? And you can attune with Ether for a wastes. Go.
Sure.
Now that you have those new lands, it seems kind of cool.
Spell. There we go.
Whatever.
Alright, it's dead.
Alright. Go.
Need a mountain, pretty bad. Ain't got no mountain. Red.
Kill it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Probably wouldn't All it's cracked up to be. Ooh. Fake red mana.
And black mana.
True. Go.
Go?
Yeah, go.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It is just 2 spells. I'm gonna need spells. It's not Gearhulk though. Alright, go.
Yeah, whatever. Almost cards are double red, but I do have a spell to cast if I draw a land. Not that one's up.
Alright, shatter it.
Eek.
Could have also dealt 3 damage to it.
Go. Yeah, too many color source is not enough red now. I just kind of jam these Runap things in my deck. So, right on time.
Right. This plus scatter.
Okay, go.
15, your turn.
That. Yep, that.
Scatter.
Eek, go.
Draw 2. Attack. 10. Your turn.
Alright, I'm dead.
Yeah, this deck always wins by miles or just like stumbles and dies.
Alright, here for the 5th and final game. Have a bunch of lands, a bunch of mountains specifically, and a curve-ish, whatever. I'm ready.
My hand's a little wonky. Hopefully we just draw into a bunch of good cards though.
Yep, go.
Ooh.
I was gonna play something on turn 3 and turn 4 and turn 5 and turn 6, turn 7.
Go. It's not very good.
Go.
I'm probably gonna regret casting it. Ooh, drew it. Alright, go.
Not impossible to kill me with it. Now it's probably impossible to kill me with it.
Tilt.
Go.
Go.
What's going on over there?
Nothing here, just us chickens.
So something gonna get Supreme Will. That's all right. So
17. Do something, Supreme Will. Don't do something, Supreme Will. That's why this card's great.
I think I like this. I like having these resolved. They're really hard to beat. All right, this one. Okay, your turn.
Bang.
I'm banged.
1 energy back. Your turn.
Do I slam a big thing or not slam a big thing?
I don't know. You tell me. Want to draw a magma spray? Like, next turn. That'd be tight.
These two, or could lead on this, see what happens. This would be tight. Black.
14.
Alright. Upside play. Yeah.
Alright. Counter it.
Alright. Go.
Attack.
17.
Your turn. $11. Sure.
Go.
Cast Glimmer. I'll leave open a red in case I draw that Magma 3.
Okay.
There's a couple of card draw spells. I think I actually just want removal spells and counter spells at this point, though. Alright,
Go this.
you jerk. Just a big old meanie. Fine.
Your Hulk's still good.
Go. Oh, crap. I meant to cycle this. You're on my end step.
Okay. 11. I got one of them.
Now I got
Supreme
one
Will
down.
this. Hit him for 3. Flip over something different. Alright, whatever.
Yep. Well, this and Supreme Will. Counter it. Since we don't have... Oh, we need to put a presence on the board.
For
Yeah. Bark one. What you got?
Crumbling Vestige. Did I use my energy already? Maybe I did. There you go.
I don't think you burned your Ether Hub
I
energy.
don't think I did.
You think you did?
I don't think I did. I don't know what it would have been for.
No. I think you just put the thing there and didn't put dice on it.
No, if I play my land then.
Yeah, you should. Oop. Alright, so we can start attacking for 5 and take 3. We got 1 card left?
Yep.
Alright.
14.
Go. Plus there's a chance he just kills it with a braid.
What do you got? Glimmer, Sensor, Supreme Will?
Glimmer, Supreme Will, yeah, Sensor.
Tap some mana.
Alright, I'm gonna Essence Scatter that.
Alright, scattered. What do you have now? 5?
I'm at 5.
This.
Okay.
Go.
Supreme Will to look at the top 4. Try to find a Gear Hulk. Glimmer is okay. I'm gonna Harness Lightning this.
Dead.
It or you?
It. Alright. Kind of need a handware Garrison thing.
Go.
At 9. I need a good flip off my thing. Ooh. I don't do anything. Oh. Maybe I should have played this pre-combat. Nah.
Huh. So if I go to 2, what happens? Die to like some random burn spell, some Chandra?
Random burn spell.
I guess Chandra could just kill me. I guess no, Supreme Will. Yeah, counter else pay 3. Alright, whatever.
Okay.
I'll cast a Glimmer.
Alright.
Guess I will bottom both. Move 2 blocks.
Alright.
Alright, after blocks, I'm going to Magnum Spray it, just so we don't get a card out of it. But I want to make sure that I blocked first in case something bad happened. Yeah!
Let's go beat you, watch out.
Oh yeah! Wow!
Oh, I tried to get him.
That would have been hilarious if I just died to the onboard. Alright, so I think that was a good showcasing of exactly what Supreme Will can do. There were a lot of spots where early in the game it was just mana leak, and that was great. And then if there was ever a turn where Tom didn't cast something I want to mana leak, or maybe we got to the point where you can cast spells and have enough mana to pay for it, it just started looking for better cards. And much like Censor in that regard, it's a very similar counterspell along those lines where once it outlives its usefulness, you can just turn it into something else.
Yeah. The braids on both sides felt alright, even if I didn't sideboard out like 1. If I had 4 in my deck, it'd been reasonable. Didn't really get much use out of the land. It was okay. It's hard to really quantify how good it is. The Romonap Ruins.
Oh yeah, when I was at the end of game 5, I was at 5, and he was trying to sneak in that 3 damage, and I just didn't even see the new land. I just forgot it was in play. So that's what it did. So yeah, if I could have went to 2 and just died, even though I was pretty favored to win that game. So yeah, just pay attention to your opponent's lands because now they matter.
Then game 4 had too many colorless lands. I just kind of jammed those new lands in the deck, but should cut some number of Crumbling Vestiges for just Mountain now, but keep the 4 Romonap Ruins. Maybe a Westfall Abbey and too useful either.
So the new red desert that lets you sacrifice deserts. I don't want to even try to pronounce the name. Was it Runamap?
Runamap.
Runamap. What?
Ramunap.
Ramunap Ruins. Say that 5 times fast. Ramunap Ruins is a pretty sweet card for this deck specifically because it allows you to kind of fill out both your red sources and your colorless sources. And all the times I've watched Todd Stevens stream the deck, and on his stream, he's occasionally had problems with either not having the second red mana or not having colorless mana early enough in the game. So this land helps fix a lot of those problems. And you want to make sure you have probably around 15 colorless sources, I believe. And
that may be high. This one had like 17.
Well, you have 4 that can just replace mountains, right? But you should you should be going from like 12 to 16, and then you cut like 1 or 2 Crumbling Vestiges for just mountains, right?
I might want
Something
like
that.
14. So I do like the scrappy scroungers on the board. Once I take out Crumble of Prestige, there's less black sources. I don't think you need that many black sources. I think either hub and maybe go one more on Canyon Slaw. So I have like 3 of them. That might be all right. There's a chance I might just put a bunch of like Sunscorched Deserts in my deck. Start sacrifice them to the Romanap Ruins. Then have like a good amount of reach, especially you can like Doom or ding on Planeswalkers a little bit. Both those cards can hit Planeswalkers. And just a little bit more reach. You're just jamming a bunch of big things. A lot of times they go down to like whatever, 5 in your case. Maybe I might have enough colorless room now that Romanap Ruins is dual acting.
No, I do like that card a lot. I think it adds a lot to the mana base, which left something to be desired. So it's something definitely to pay attention to. The blue-red deck, I felt like Supreme Will was fantastic. There were so many spots where it could be either or. Most of the time it was just Counterspell, and that was good enough. I think it very easily replaces stuff like Void Shatter, Disallow. You kind of want a few more copies. Like I have 2 Void Shatters as my other 3-mana Counterspell, just to make sure that once the game goes long, I have a few hard counters to just lock things up. And since I'm not playing Negate, I think it's even more important that you have something like that to make sure you don't lose to like Nicol Bolas Planeswalker.
Void Shatter is the only counterspell that doesn't get countered by Jace's defeat.
Oh yeah, it is colorless.
A consideration, yeah.
Sure. Also I also just like exiling things. Maybe at the moment there's not a ton of creatures with recursion. You know, there's not a whole lot of grapple with the past and stuff like that. But you know, exiling spells has a lot of value in various points of the metagame. So I think it just depends on what the bigger decks are. And right now, the bigger decks are like Black Green Constrictor, Mono Black Zombies,
like
Teamer Energy Aggro, and then there's like a slew of like close to good enough decks. So yeah. I don't know. All right, guys, well, that's going to be all for me and Tom Ross today. Make sure to check out the rest of the week. We're doing all new standard decks with Hour of Devastation. Well, not all new standard decks, but
about half the spoilers out right now.
Yeah.
Come next week, we'll have the full spoiler.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a lot of decks for you guys coming up over this week and the next, all featuring the new set. Hopefully to see just what it can do. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.